Contains products that some viewers may find offensive. So if you're the type of viewer who's easily shocked, then please switch off now and save us all a lot of grief.
Coming up later on Unnovations, the Sim Receptionist, the complete home kit that simulates the average day of a receptionist for a moderately quiet office. Another satisfied Unnovations customer tells us how one of our products changed their life.
It made me feel powerful, like a king or Roald Dahl.
Tony Scannell delights young and old alike with his Celebrity Peg Hour. But now on Unnovations, gifts for the one you love in our For the One You Love Hour.
Hello and welcome to the hour we like to call For the One You Love, because that's what it's called. Joining me as ever for this hour is the lovely Natalie.
Hello Beverly, lovely as always to be here, although this particular hour obviously has a painful resonance for me, what with my recent separation from Martin.
Not now, Natalie. Today, as always, we have a fantastic selection of romantic gifts on For the One You Love, and today is no exception. So what do we have first up today, Natalie?
Well, I've been excited about this all week. It's such a fantastic idea. It really is very brilliant. It's called The World of Me, and I don't think you could come up with a name that sums it up better if you tried. I definitely couldn't. I mean, I haven't tried, but that's probably because I don't think that I could come up with a name that sums it up better if I tried.
So what exactly is The World of Me, Natalie?
Good question, Beverly. The World of Me is quite simply a device that you wear on your head with a rod that sticks out of the front and a clip on the end. But that's not all. You see, you hang a picture of your loved one on the clip, so you have a constant reminder of them wherever you go.
It looks very good. Can you demonstrate it for us, Natalie?
Of course, sure. Now, I'll demonstrate with this picture of the lovely Brad Pitt. I wouldn't want to give Martin the wrong idea, seeing as we're separated now.
There's loads of reasons why this is the perfect gift for a loved one, Natalie. Can you think of any?
It would stop their eyes straying.
It warns off other women in the same way as a wedding ring or an older brother does.
If you make your partner wear it in the evening, you get the pick of the telly.
The World of Me can also give the illusion of hanging out with celebrities, so you can impress your friends.
It could remind you of a recently dead relative. Uncle Frank was my favourite uncle, but we always knew his throttle addiction at Croydon Speedway track would one day end in disaster.
It's also a very fashionable piece of headgear, and it's wonderful if you want to make a statement.
And The World of Me is available exclusively through Unnovations at the unbeatable price of £35.53. And really, can you put a price on being able to stare at the one you love 24 hours a day? Well, yes, £35.53. And if you're still not convinced, just look at this clever film.
This woman loves her husband, but she can't see him all the time. Often her eyes are forced to look at other things. See? Right now they're having to look at that football. Now they're being distracted by that tree. And now she's having to look at an incident. But with World of Me, she can see her loved one every single second of every single day. And it's great for concealing horrific facial scars.
Now, time to take a quick look at this week's Star By, the Unnovations special that is so good it really doesn't need any hype. Look at this.
You undo. Until now, only computer users had the benefits of being able to press Ctrl-Z and undoing their mistakes. But now everyone can undo with You Undo. Go back seconds, weeks, or even years. Said something stupid? You undo. Worried that Miriam may have spotted you talking to the vicar about her yesterday? You undo. Still wanted for an assault on a Turkish man in 1974? You undo. Go back and start again. Although you do lose all money, friends and property you accrued from that date. You undo. Today's Unnovations star buy. Just £121.43.
Hello, you're watching our For the One You Love hour. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Unless you've just switched on, then I do, which I have. Now, if you like books, you're going to love this next Unnovation. And if you don't, you're still going to love it, because it appeals to book lovers and haters alike. Ross, a little birdie told me you like to stick your head up a book.
I like to read to relax, Natalie.
What sort of stuff?
Oh, crikey, I like all sorts. Classics, mainly. Andy McNab, John Grisham, The Rats.
Ooh, creepy. And have you ever thought about trying to send out messages about the way you're feeling by arranging the titles of your books, say, on a shelf?
I never have.
Well, don't worry, because the eggheads at Fadget have thought about it for you and developed this brilliant range they call point-across books. Now, this is such a simple idea. Not as simple as something as simple as the wheel or curtains, but such a simple idea that I just know you're going to love it. The point-across books help you to literally get your point across to whoever you live with. E.g., if you're going through a rocky patch after having a child, why not put this on the shelf? I can't think of you sexually since I saw you with that baby on your tit. You see, with the point-across range, even the most difficult things can be said simply.
And what else do they have in the range, Natalie?
Escaping from a loveless relationship. Oh. I hope Martin's not watching.
And here's faking an orgasm in the absence of imaginative lovemaking.
Stop buying decaffeinated coffee. I hope Martin's not watching.
Whose knickers are these? With a pair of knickers tucked into the front cover.
You can also purchase the deluxe range, which for more money you can get your own super appropriate titles.
For instance, I hate it when you just stand there checking your watch while I'm trying to get ready.
Sorry, but your brother is hung like a bloody great horse.
Help me, I'm attracted to scouts.
David, this is Susan. I've sold the children. Now, what I really love about these books is that the pages are blank, so you won't actually need to do any reading. But if your neighbours pop round, they'll think you're a right cultured brain box.
And remember, you don't just have to put them on shelves. You can leave them on tables, chairs, work surfaces, even near doors. Anywhere that your partner, gay or straight, that kind of thing doesn't bother us here at Unnovations, will see them.
I can't believe how light these books are. They really are light. Have a feel, Ross. And that makes them so portable.
Do you know, they're so much lighter than I thought they'd be. I definitely thought they'd be heavier than this.
What's the heaviest book you've ever picked up?
Roots.
If you and your partner both start taking advantage of the point-across range, you can very quickly get to the stage where you need never speak again. You just communicate through the book titles.
Until one of you puts up the book called Darling, We Need to Start Talking Again.
Yes, and the other one puts up You're Right or I Agree.
There really are that many options.
And even more. So don't sit there fuming and stewing. Get your credit card out and order 15 point-across books for just £31.24. You really won't be disappointed. Have I made my point?
That's very smart, Natalie.
Thanks, I had the idea earlier on. But if my clever book didn't convince you, then listen to what all these satisfied customers had to say about the point-across range.
A friend lent me hers and I knew within seconds I'd have to order one for myself.
It's really not to be sniffed at.
If nothing else, it helped me to get over the past.
They called me at the zoo to say they'd deliver it. I was so excited. I ran home and I forgot to look at the monkeys.
Once you've used it, you'll wonder how you ever got by without one.
Now, we've reached that part of the show that gives me absolutely no pleasure at all. Bad-mouthing a competitor's crappy products. And today, I'm sorry to say, the product in question scores very highly on our buyer beware scale. Let's see exactly how high. There. You can see the damning stats with your own viewer's eyes. 76% crappy with a danger rating of bloody high, which, when you see pictures like this, might begin to make sense. Apologies if you're squeamish or eating, and I warn you, there's worse to come. So, what's the cause of this man's distress and my fury? Well, it's this. The bedside lamp, available exclusively from our leading rival channel Shoppy Shop. The lamp costs £9 rubbish and fails the high standards we set ourselves here at Unnovations on these counts. 1, it's cheap. 2, it's crappy. 3, it fails to illuminate. And 4, it feels bent. Shocking? I know. Particularly when you see it causes scenes like this. But don't take my word for it. Here's just a selection of the literally thousands of letters we've received from unhappy customers of Channel Shoppy Shop. The bedside lamp has ruined my life. That's from Mark in London. I bought the bed lamp exclusively from Channel Shoppy Shop, and I felt worse than when I heard my son had hung himself at university. Strong words there from Ken in Derby. Don't make the mistake I made. Shop only at Unnovations, the only shopping channel to offer great value with Mr. Charisma himself, Ross Lambton. That's from Mary in Scotland, and a big tartan welcome to you, Mary. They're saying it. I don't want to say it, but I must. Do not buy the bedside lamp. Do not shop at Channel Shoppy Shop. Their products are frankly crap, and the staff are low paid and moody.
Here at Unnovations, we understand that most of our products become buckled in transit by one of our clumsy, godless delivery men, which is why we implement a 30-day refund policy to some of our customers aged over 18 who live in any major town in the southeast area of mainland England. Provided that your product has not been worn, used or opened, we'll refund the entire cost of your purchase, excluding postage and other things. Just call our 21-hour-a-day premium rate telephone number, leaving your name and address, and we'll arrange for a taxi to call at your house, pick up the shonky goods and drive them back to our offices, quite slowly so as to cause no further damage. The cost of your taxi will simply be deducted from your refund using electronic maths, and that's a guarantee. Unnovations, giving you more than you bargained for.
Now, are you unemployed? I don't ask that because you're watching this. You may be a busy mum who's having 5 minutes feet up on the coffee table for a Cadbury's highlight before getting on with the ironing. Or maybe you're someone who gets to work at home, like a famous author or a freelance pornographer or something. We don't stereotype our viewers. But if you are unemployed, then keep watching. Not that you've probably got anything better to do. Keep watching because this next product is specifically designed for the unemployed. But even if you're not unemployed, keep watching because you'll want to buy one too, even though, as I say, it's been pretty much designed from scratch solely for use by the unemployed. This next product has been made specifically to give unemployed people some or all of the fun of being at work, but doesn't really disturb them from their favourite habit of fiddling with themselves in a dirty bathrobe all day. It's called the Sim Receptionist Play Centre, and it really is brilliant. It's the complete kit to simulate the average day of a receptionist for a moderately quiet office. It comes complete with hands-free telephone headset. Press this button and the call will arrive at the receptionist desk.
Hello, can I speak to David?
I'll put you through.
Hello, I've had a bit of trouble with me leg.
I'll put you through. Of course, once you've said you're putting them through, press any button you like and cut them off. Now, I haven't actually been a receptionist, but this looks devastatingly accurate. I think Natalie was a receptionist once, until quite recently, actually. She's got that look, hasn't she? Pretty, I mean. Pretty, but good with people. And while you use the sim receptionist, you can imagine all the other people who work there are idiots, and you're only doing this job to earn money to go on a round-the-world trip. But don't get too carried away with the fantasy. Let's face it, if you're on the social, you're never going to make it to Brisbane. It really is a must for the unemployed who want to pretend to be receptionists, or for employed people who want to pretend to be unemployed people pretending to be receptionists. And at only £125.54, it's only slightly more than 2 weeks' dole money. So save it up. Don't spend it on cannabis. And grab yourself a piece of the working week. Who knows, one day maybe you'll actually get to be a real receptionist. What could top that? Now, I believe we've got a caller on the line who's got a question about the sim receptionist. Stuart, are you there?
Hello, Beverly!
Blimey, Stuart. Are you on pills? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the flat that I rent with my brother. And yes, I am on medication.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be sorry. The medication's the cure, not the problem.
What is the problem, Stuart?
Depression.
What's your question about the sim receptionist, Stuart?
Well, being long-term unemployed, I'd be keen to know whether using the sim receptionist will affect my benefits.
In what way, Stuart?
What?
In what way might the sim receptionist affect your benefits?
Well, I don't think it can it? I mean, it's just a toy. It's not like you've really got a job as a receptionist, is it?
No.
Well, why do you think it's going to stop your benefit?
I don't.
Well, then don't ring me at home. I'm trying to cook Keithy's dinner and then I'll probably want a bit of a lie down.
Thanks for your call, Stuart.
Have you ever been to Turkey?
Thanks very much, Stuart.
There now follows an announcement by the TPC. After much deliberation and 5 litres of cider, the Telly People Council made a decision, changed their minds, fell off their seats and had a good old cry. In the cold light of the following morning, 5 of us got together, bitched about Ted and went back over our notes from the night before, and I can confirm that Unnovations has made a bloody serious breach of broadcasting standards. 93 days ago, Unnovations described the rotating raincoat, Macca Round-Around, as the very latest in rotating rain protection. It isn't. Its market rival Rotaty-Coat is. This has been proved by a leaflet. Unnovations is therefore guilty as charged and has been badmouthed around the corridors of a powerful media building. If you'd like a copy of this ruling, send us 20 snouts and a couple of decent jazz mags. This is the end of the verdict.
Hi. You might recognise me from the TV, or if you were at the UK Judo Finals in '98, you might have seen me give a prize to a 7th Dan from Cardiff. Still, enough about my showbiz life. Let me tell you about some of the wonderful products I shall be offering you later in my peg hour. I've always loved pegs. I love the way you can use them to peg things up and unpeg them when they're done. And as ever, the exclusive range of pegs I'll be offering in my peg hour are simply the finest pegs in the world. So join me in exactly 94 minutes for an hour of peg excellence. The hour Unnovations like to call Tony Scannell's Peg Hour. See you there.
Now, as we all know, candles have been around for years. Monks love them, women love them, and I understand that they're also very popular with homosexual men and cat lovers. Well, these particular candles, like the one I'm pointing to, will be loved by absolutely everybody, and that includes you. They really are genius, and I believe that's partly because they use military technology.
But they don't shoot people.
No, they just smell and sound great. Yes, don't adjust your set, you heard right. They sound great.
That really is probably the cleverest part of these candles for sale.
They're called exciter candles because they're candles and they're exciting. Exciter, exciting. And this is the cleverest part. Natalie, have you got the matches?
Big ones.
That'll do. Right, I'll light this one now and get it going while I tell you what they do. There we go. Each exciter candle is filled with an experience. Simply light one up and enjoy the sounds and smells of an extreme incident. The military technology inside them gives off a smell and sound effects to create an atmosphere of real excitement whenever you light them.
Wow, and what sounds and smell will this one give off?
Well, if you sniff, you can already tell it's beginning to work. This one gives off the sounds and smells of two dockers sharing a fag at the harbour.
Pooh, it smells like sweaty fishermen.
There it goes.
Give us a drag, mate. I love having a fag down here at the docks. Yeah, near the sea.
Fantastic. The candles come in a variety of exciting scene sensations, including coloured smoke, smell of sweat and the sound of the opening drum roll of Money for Nothing, as if you're in the front row of a just about to start Dire Straits gig.
The smell of cigar smoke, the sounds of intermittent coughing, clapping, mild applause and clacking of balls helps to create the illusion of being at the Crucible for the World Snooker Finals.
The sound of a drunk man banging on the back door, accompanied by the distinct smell of semen.
These candles can turn even the most tiresome power cut into an exciting event, unless of course you're using the ones that aren't that exciting.
They make great gifts if the people you're giving them to are a bit backward and love a sense of chaos.
If I was a viewer, I'd be looking around my house right now and wondering how much more exciting my flat would be if I lit a few exciter candles. Although I wouldn't like to smell the semen ones at night.
I think they're more for practical jokers, Nat. Unlike the price, which isn't a joke, it's incredibly value-packed. 6 candles cost just £19.81, which by anyone's standards is under £20. That's value, exciting value. Exciting value for the exciting exciter candles. So call us now.
Smells a bit like horses now.
And believe me, if you like these little babies, you're gonna love these.
If you like the exciter candle, sensors indicate you'll also love our other big candle bestseller, Wick Eye Himmler. It's a life-size wax creation of the feared SS overseer, with 2 wicks poking out of his head where his eyes should be. Light one up at a dinner party and watch the conversation gurgle. Or how about this special vibrato candle, which doesn't use a wick and isn't made of wax, but it says candle on the box, so you needn't be embarrassed to buy one. Helps women sleep, apparently.
Natalie, can we put that candle out now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've been watching Unnovations with Natalie Jones and me, senior host Ross Lampton. Natalie, I heard you're hosting this year's Unnovations Roadshow.
That's right, Ross. A whistle-stop tour of mid-sized shopping centres. You can catch me on Sunday in Stockport. Should be a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Now, time to pass you over to Mike Mitchell and his Amputee Showcase Hour. Goodbye.
Goodbye.